this is my studio, and it's the smallest.
What are you working on right now?
I'm working on a outdoor sculpture in the north of Rotterdam, but you cannot see it because I make it somewhere else. I'm working on a series of songs to perform with, and then I wear all these suits sometimes, doing the shows and performances.
What kind of suits are these? Because they all depict greenery.
Bush camouflage, leaves, boxwood.
You make them yourself?
Yeah, I make them myself. Yeah.
How does that work? How do you make these? Because you buy the fabric as is, or you let it?
No, I print on fabric and then make clothes out of it. And sometimes when it's a bit too complicated, then I ask someone else to make the bands, for example, with the pockets and
What's the relationship between the songs and the outfits?
That I make them.
But I mean, you wear them while performing the songs.
Oh yeah, the songs are also a bit about bushes and outdoor elements and being outside and how we behave in environments as parks and how we kind of deal with trees and green in the environment of a city.
Yeah. This is a theme that's recurring.
Yeah, over the last years it is. Yeah, before that I was focusing on inside elements that are more or less the same, which I use now, but like walls, pedestals, and those kind of things. And then I kind of shifted my view to the outside, and then I came across hedges and bushes. So it's all these kind of obstacles that are in the way and kind of demand how we move around or around them or in the spaces. So it's not different, but now my work has another color. That's the only thing.
The color green.
Yeah.
Can you show us around the building a bit and tell us a bit about the building?
Yeah. Okay. So we are in Kunst and Complex, and it has been here since 88.
88.
Yeah, I have not been since 88, but Kunst and Complex has been since 88. And before it was, I don't know how to say this, but a tippelzone for the prostitutes.
The building?
No, the area. So we survived this age of this. And now it's for more than 30 years it has been here. And I have been here since 2016. And there are more or less 30 artists here in the building. So I can show you some of the studios that are open.
Yes,
here you can also see a little bit of an installation that I made.
You're recycling the pedestals?
Yeah, or I make them a new
one.
Yeah. So maybe little altars for myself.
So wait, we have to, before we go on, we have to kind of explore this tippelzone concept, because it is very fascinating. But I know very little about it. So what can we still see that reminds us of this era?
Nothing anymore. No. It used to be a very different neighborhood, but then also I was not here at that time. But there were, so it was very lively neighborhood in that sense. And now it's more part of the gentrification process and kind of pop-up things, restaurants starting and bars, cafes.
So the artists are driving out the prostitutes?
Yeah, that's happening.
Where did the prostitutes go?
Oh, what did you say? The artists are driving out the prostitutes? Yeah. No. That the artists were already here. Prostitutes were already here, and they kind of found the way to
collaborate.
Yeah, well, I don't think so, but it was peaceful. I think. No. That was not the case. Then.
I'm curious because outside you can still see some structures from how they were trying to kind of facilitate the prostitutes to still collaborate, to work from an environment.
Yeah.
You know, these little walls, they're still stacked outside. Outside, when you go to the right of the building, there's these dividers. concrete dividers.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Well, there we used to house the prostitutes in, and then people could drive around.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because before that, you were standing on the
look
sidewalk,
better.
right?
Yeah.
The ladies were standing on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
and then guys or girls or in between were
Yeah,
driving
would
back
come
and
by
forth and say,
by cars and yeah.
and then say like, you want to ride?
Yeah. This is the Stefan Groos studio. And this is a super amazing big coat from wool.
That's a huge.
And he for the rest he works with plastic. Yeah. Dus you can see it for yourself.
That is very pink. And what's here on the floor? These are like
yeah, pieces of a wreckage.
yeah, looks
and, yeah.
from like an international space station.
I think so. Yeah.
Made out of plastic.
And then made pink, fluorescent pink. Yeah. Very nice.
All the studios have a different characteristic because yours is really tiny.
Yeah, mine is more like a closet or like a storage unit,
When they needed more money, so they said we'll rent it out.
something like that. I guess. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's fine for me what I do, but of course this is a super nice studio. Yeah.
If you work with like big sculptures and stuff.
Yeah. Then this is really great. Yeah. I worked on my own in Haarlem, and then I was a bit sick of Haarlem, and then I went to Piet Zwart, and that was a reason for me to come to Rotterdam. And then I needed a studio, I thought, because there's also studios provided at Piet Zwart, but yeah, I thought it was nice to have a big space where I could work. And then I had there was this open call, because this whole building renovated 2014. They lost the half of the building, and then so the same amount of artists had to move in the half the space, and then some already left as well because they had been there for very long and it was done. And then some rooms were available and free, so that I read that on Facebook. I did not know anybody here, and then I came, and then then clicked, and it was okay for me to move in a studio. I had a big studio on the upper floor, and then I left that for the smaller one.
Why?
Because it is cheaper.
Really?
Yeah.
Does money play such a big role?
Yeah. Surprisingly, right?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah. His name is called. He's called Jeroen
Kuster.
Kuster. What does Jeroen Kuster do?
Yes, you should ask Jeroen Kuster that.
Oké, ik ben er klaar voor.
Do everything in English, huh?
Everything is in English. Okay, my English, my English is very good.
I can hear.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, I can hear you also.
I set the bar already. So
Yeah. Oh, you were downstairs by the bar.
Don't have to worry.
Okay, so this is my studio. Are you gonna ask questions or gonna just talk, and then you have 2 hours of nothing, or
How
what
much
do you
battery do we have?
We can start here. This is all a coral. Oh, in English sounds easier than in Dutch. Coral, based on coral. It's not coral, and so it's all underneath this really thin glass. It's millimeter and a half thick. I made the pedestal, I think, and for it, and it's made out of plastic with seashells or plastic with Christmas balls, tree thingies,
Oh yeah.
and
Decoration.
so I always look for material, and then I figure out from how I can get it together, or stapelen, wat is stapelen? To stack it. Why it has to be in English? Because of the internet, or?
Yeah, we have an international audience. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love international audience. Hello, international audience. So, okay, we're gonna talk. Come with me. Oh, you show you this part, so you can go here. So this is also all based on coral. Should I hold this? Yeah. Hello. So if you see a red dot, then it's for sale. This is a kind of tree disease because of these. and for me it's just something that hits in the tree and then it sucks the energy out or something like that. So it's a kind of orchidee. Orchid. The subtitles you can see how you write it. In German it's called Wunderkamer. In Dutch also, or Rariteitenkabinet. So cabinet of curiosity. It's in English. So these are kind of fish, fig fish.
Sounds German, huh? Fig fish.
Fig fish, yeah, the fig fish. And the rest I'm still struggling with names. Yeah, the eggs. And the
So people can send in suggestions.
no. No. I'm really going to look up all the names and think from, okay, it has to be more that, and then no, if you people can send in, then you get probably horrible things. But okay, you can send in things. I'm not going to use it, but you can also send in money. I show you my credit card where you can send it to.
No, but hey, wait. You said it's of course not real coral. Yeah?
Yeah.
But why? Why isn't it real coral?
Because coral is made out of made from animals. I think coral is an animal. Yeah, and it grows really slow, and I made it quite fast. So that's why it's not real coral. And I made it. I cannot make real coral.
You also do Joe Kisser, right?
Yeah, I also do Joe Kisser. I make teringherrie met kinderspeelgoed. So it's noise with children toys. Yeah. Hey, I do that already for a long time, so I know it. Noise with children toys. And I do Lul 7. And so in English it's called Dick 7. Joe Kisser is with all the toys and puppets what moves, and I make stupid music with it and short songs. And with Lul 7 I use sample machines and have the sentence in. I asked in everyone's own language to say it, and it's I'm just here to kill you. So I have it in German, in English, in Portuguese. I don't know, loads and loads of different languages, and I make music with that.
Well, you've been around here for a long time, right?
Yeah.
What is it like?
Oh, it's perfect. It's nice to be in a studio building because there's a lot of knowledge in the studio building. So if you want to try out something like that, and then you can ask somebody else. It's also fine because now with Art Rotterdam and Art Week that we have open studios. So if you're alone, then less people are coming. So if you want to visit, then you're coming in a studio building where loads of open studios. And it's also nice if you're working that you hear that other people also are working. And I hear that sometimes from people who only have a studio and that they are working, and yeah, it's kind of lonely. And we had playing soccer. We did it every day before the corona at 4 o'clock with paaltjesvoetbal. What is that? Pole soccer, something like that. So we're back in the adult movie series, I think. Any questions, send it in, and now you get the email address and phone number, bank account, and I don't know. He's gonna fix it. If it's not there, it's his fault.
Oh, good. Where are we?
We are in the studio of VMB, Villeroy en Boch. But we're not allowed to say that anymore, actually. Villeroy en Boch is VMB only. Alex Jacobs en Ellemieke Schoenmaker.
But Alex and Ellemieke doesn't start with a VMB. How did you end up at Villeroy en Boch?
Yeah, Villeroy en Boch was an idea that we were in Los Angeles and we started working together, and we thought Alex Jacobs is a bit too normal name, and Ellemieke Schoenmaker is too difficult for Americans. So we thought we need to find a different name. And then we found out that Villeroy en Boch were too different guys, and they started working together because they were in the same city making ceramics, and they thought maybe less competition, working together is better. And that's what we also are, two artists that work together. And we thought it sounds like it's like French and German, so it's super international, especially for in Los Angeles.
And then the lawsuits started coming in.
And then the only one lawsuit. 2 letters actually, but yeah. So
Cease and desist.
then it became VMB, yeah.
So can you tell us what you're working on right now?
Well, today I'm only standing here and explaining everything.
Selling.
Selling.
That's also work.
Also work, true. But the stuff you can see here is sculptures made of plaster, and they look like stones, eroded rocks. And they are a bit like based on questions on how Earth was formed and the geological time it took, and the time we have in our lives, which is really short, and Earth was formed in a really long period. So this is kind of the basics of the work you see here. Yeah.
You have one also outside of Art Rotterdam right now, but it's outside. And when I think about plaster and outside, it doesn't really work very well. How do you manage that?
Well, 5 days outside is okay, but 2 years outside is not okay. So it's plaster and it's waxed, the sculpture. So it's okay, but plaster dissolves in water. And I once calculated, I looked it up, it's like 4 milligrams dissolves in 1 liter of water. So if you take 1,000 kilos of plaster, it will take a while for it to dissolve in the rain. So it's okay for now this week, but it's not like sellable or for in a garden.
Do you think it gives a bit of a false perspective on potential buyers?
No, because there are no buyers. But if someone's interested, we are also working on trying to find a specific coating that we think looks good enough, because we want this kind of matte feeling of the plaster, but it needs to be super waterproof. So we're still looking for this. Maybe in the future we'll find it.